Never need it, baby. I never deceive it, baby. Need it. Share my life, baby. Share my life, baby. Share my life, baby. Share my life, baby. Share my life. Come on, harmony, baby. Yeah. I don't think I was as good. It was kind of.
We were for a minute. We were, and then you dropped.
I kind of flattened.
Yeah, you just like. Eh.
Well, I was singing that part. I don't feel like I should have to go down. You should go down.
But he didn't.
I didn't. I matched you, and then you end up going down.
Because I said harmonize.
I know, and I matched you.
Yeah, I feel like
no, that's matching tone. That's different.
How do you harmonize? Use my tone to bring it to you.
You do a different one
tone, but we blend.
Yeah.
Okay, go again.
Baby, I never deceive it. Share my life, babe. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
That was good.
That was it.
That was good.
That was good. Hey, it's your girl Khamari.
And Kailah.
And Armani.
And we are Honest Opinion.
Welcome to the second episode of Honest Opinion. If you haven't seen the first one, go ahead and check it out. If you
Get off this video. Get off this video. Hold on. I got you. Get off the video. And go watch the first one.
What she said.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the first episode of SouthSide Watchers, then make sure that you head to our YouTube channel and go watch that first episode because you'll definitely understand what's going on. But for those who have not watched it, SouthSide Watchers is just a segment on our YouTube channel where we watch different movies and different TV shows and we give our honest opinions about it. But we also have a fun game format to have along with the segment as well. So the one thing that we start off with before we announce the movie or whatever's going on, we start off with the drink of the week. So our drink of the week is...
Our drink of the week is the Crybaby.
Ooh. All right, let's taste it and give our honest opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. I don't really taste the alcohol in here.
I don't. That's scary.
It's
watch
alcohol.
out.
It's alcohol.
I don't trust this babysitter. I don't know. I don't know what's in this bottle.
Yeah, it's good.
But it is good.
So, Kailah.
Yes.
Why did we choose the Crybaby as our drink today?
Because the movie that we are watching this week, guys, is Baby Boy.
Baby Boy.
Mama,
Baby Boy.
Mama.
Baby Boy. So, now that we know what our drink is really good. Make sure that you go ahead and you check out our social media platforms. I believe on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and Twitch and Vine and... No, we're not
MySpace.
MySpace.
Kick.
Twitter.
We are welcome to you back on Kick.
Pinterest.
Uvu. We be Uvu.
All that.
All that.
All right, guys. So once again, the movie is Baby Boy. Baby Boy is the story of Jody, a misguided 20-year-old African-American who is really just a baby boy finally forced kicking and screaming to face the commitments of real life. Streetwise and jobless, he's not only fathered 2 children by 2 different women, but still lives with his own mom. He seems to can't strike a balance or find direction in his chaotic life. Now, let me list the characters. We have Tyrese as Jody, Taraji as Yvette, Snoop Dogg as Rodney, Omar Gooding as Sweet Pea, AJ Johnson as Juanita. We have Ving Rhames as Melvin, Angel Cornwell as Kim, Tawny Dial as Pandora, and Tamara Bass as Peanut. Okay, so of those characters, who's everyone's favorite? Let's start off with that.
So, I'm not gonna lie. My favorite character was Melvin. And my favorite, the reason why he is my favorite character is because he low-key gave Jody, like, the hard truth. And I know that that's kind of ironic because y'all know me, like, personally. So y'all know that, like, sometimes I'm not the most responsive to, like, hard, honest truth. Like, it takes a minute for me to kind of accept what it is that's being said to me. But for some reason, just the way that Jody was acting in the movie, the way that Melvin came across to him, I think that is what he needed. He needed somebody to kind of like tell him like, look, you need to get your stuff together. Like, you acting like a little boy, you still living with your mama, like your mama grown, and you so worried about what she got going on. You can't even take care of yourself, yet you got 2 kids that you still can't take care of by yourself. You got me and your mama in the middle of your baby mama drama. Like, it just was a lot. But he kind of like man Jody up a little bit. Like, especially when he had to, you know, ham that nigga up.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, I liked Melvin too, but I think Sweet Pea was my favorite because he was just that ride or die friend. Like, Sweet Pea didn't give a fuck. He did whatever he wanted to do, and his responses to everything was so dramatic. And it didn't need to be like to come from like a hood nigga. I just wouldn't expect a hood nigga to be dramatic. And he was like super dramatic, but he was also like cool and low key. Who was your favorite?
My favorite was also Melvin.
Everybody loves Melvin.
I said the same thing. I thought he was giving Jody and Sweet Pea advice and like really trying to school them. And he was like a refined thug. So I liked it. It was like he had been there before. He had done that. So he was trying to let them know like, I done did all that before. Like he said, you know, you want a nigga that got 2 strikes to get his third and end up in life, you know. So I think, you know, he was just like one of them, like your old school uncle or, you know, somebody grew up in the hood. Like he was that person trying to guide you. Like he with the shit, but he's telling you like there's different ways to go about it. So that's why he was my favorite character.
Yeah. So those were our favorite characters. Talk about y'all funniest scenes.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 2, but 1 is gonna be quick. So obviously when Jody got choked up, that was needed. He needed that. I mean, obviously his mama wasn't gonna do that. He needed to get his ass choked up. He was talking. He said, "Yeah, now walk off." He said, "Yeah, walk off." He snatched his ass up. Mama, he wasn't ready for that. So that was definitely one of my favorite parts. The other part was when the night before he had went to like the strip club and she found out. And so she kept asking him, and then they was going outside arguing, and she was just talking like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. I'm gonna find a real man, not a nigga living with his mama like a little boy." And they was going back and forth, and then afterwards they start fucking. And it's like that's just your typical toxic ass relationship. So it was just so funny because it's like you see that with everybody, whether it's your auntie couple, or auntie and uncle couple, or friends, you know. It's like that was just funny. So those are my 2 favorite scenes. How about you, Khamari?
I'm not gonna lie, to piggyback off of you, the funny part when your situation or your funniest parts is that when he did him up, he licked that nigga hair. I did not know that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
he did.
y'all didn't see that?
Because
he just licked that nigga like.
He said about like if you was in my cell type shit. Yeah,
like that is nasty. Like I'd be like, "Mama, that man has to go. He cannot be here no more." And then in the second one, when they was outside arguing, did y'all see that lady with her cigarette all in the window? It's like, girl, get your ass in the house.
The whole movie.
Nosy as hell. She didn't come back out. Like when they argued the second time, I was waiting for her. I thought that would have been real funny if she had came out again. But just all in the window, blinds pulled all the way back, just all up in there. I think another funny part for me was when Jody had found out that Yvette took the car back, and that nigga was like speeding on that bike.
Yes.
It's like that bike is not made for that.
Nah, Jody was finna get that by any means necessary.
Boy, that was supposed to be like a nice, like relaxing
slow rider bike.
Like you chilling, you know, riding down the street. No, this man was pushing it, trying to get to his girl. What was yours?
I think my favorite part, not piggybacking off of Armani because I'm joining the bandwagon, but when Melvin and what's it called was getting it on when he was jumping across the hallway with her.
Melvin was that nigga.
That movie is so funny. He was really like
he was putting in work to Jody mama. Okay. Nah, I thought that part was super funny, but what was funny is when he was like, you want some breakfast? And it's like, nigga, you just drank all my damn juice and my Kool-Aid, and you talking about, so do I want some motherfucking breakfast? And I just seen your ass cheeks, my nigga, like I don't want no breakfast after that. But since we talking about lines, what was your favorite line?
My favorite line was when Jody and Yvette was in there, and then he get a collect call from Rodney, and Rodney went in on his ass. Is this Jody? The Jody that got my baby pregnant and can't take responsibility as a motherfucking man living at his mama house, running around the streets like a little ass boy. Nigga, you's a bitch. Oh my God, he ate that shit up. That was my
I'm not gonna lie. If we really had to look at it, Jody
Woo!
was a bitch.
He was. Because even when he came to
bitch.
pick up his son, he like was scared. But that was my favorite line. That shit was hilarious. I got one more. It's from Sweet Pea where he was like, unstable creatures. I ain't gonna say bitch. I'm gonna say unstable creatures.
Oh my gosh, that was one of mine too. I love that too.
That was hilarious.
Oh my gosh, no. It's funny because Jody stayed getting bitched throughout the entire movie, and it was like, nigga, like, stand up, like, do something.
Baby boy, yeah.
No, but he finally stood up when after he had got jumped. And then he came and lined all of them up. I think my favorite one when he was like, "Oh, this little nigga got heart."
He was like,
he said, "Put your chin up, nigga. You got heart, little nigga." He said, "I ain't gonna hit you right there." What was your favorite part?
I think my favorite line was when he's like, "Come on, man, I can't let it go for that much longer." He's like, "Come on, $40, $40, $40." $40
for that ugly.
Squeeze my little ass up into this.
That thing was ugly.
It was. What you think, girl?
What you think,
All
girl?
All of them clothes was ugly.
I don't really want to know how did he do that. Like, so I guess it's because people be boosting. I've been sheltered my whole life. Sorry, guys, but I guess because people
You've
be
been around
boosting,
boosters.
I've been around.
If you ever went to a Harold's, a JJ's,
I've been around some boosters.
Right.
I've been around some boosters, but like, I just want to know what the process is like. Like, so
how they get
just
the
give
stuff?
it a cut? Because
He
the way that he
showed
was
you.
doing it on the thing, like, yeah, he gave them a cut and they walked off, but it's like,
They
it was
basically-
what they making more than what they get.
So basically, they're like people who work at the store. So let's say JCPenney got a delivery. They'll like steal stuff off the truck and sell it to him in bulk, and then he's able to go make it. Like kind of like people do weed
Yeah,
too.
they probably know somebody that worked there, and they
Yeah.
tell them their delivery days, so they know when to come in there.
Yeah, and then they can say it's missing off the truck or anything, and then they just sell it to somebody for
cheaper,
maybe $500 for all these clothes, and then he can go sell it for $40.
$40.
And he can go sell it. But that's basically how they be doing it.
Boosting 101.
Yes. All right, now that we did that, I got a little game I want us to play, okay? So it's going to be, because the movie is Baby Boy, we're going to guess that baby, okay? So I'm going to hold up pictures, and I'm going to show y'all, and I want y'all to try to guess at home as y'all watching too, and we're going to guess that baby, okay? So y'all ready?
Okay.
Okay, so this is the first baby.
That's an old ass picture.
They was all old as hell.
You can tell like the discoloration on the sides. That's when you know them books.
You get one guess, so you go first.
It's so hard because everybody baby come out light skinned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Omar Gooden, Sweet Pea.
Okay, and you go.
I was gonna say him too, but I was gonna say Sleepy because I didn't know his name was Omar Gooden.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys both are correct. Look at that. Woo, woo. This is the next baby.
Taraji.
Okay, and who do you guess?
I can't tell because babies be in onesies.
With curly heads.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't know any better, I would have said Khamari, but she don't got big ass like Khamari.
Kamari, is that you? In 1952?
That's 1952.
I don't know. I'm just sure it's an old ass
1952
baby.
is crazy.
I'm so slow.
I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's old as hell.
It can't. Taraji.
So both of y'all said Taraji. You guys are both wrong.
I felt like that was wrong. I should.
This is Snoop Doggy Dogg.
I was going to say that because it looked like one of his kids, but I was like, nah, because I thought he was darker than that.
All right.
Well, you know, all
Maybe
babies start off lighter.
No, but he was a little bit lighter. He looked like a little bit like my complexion.
That is next one. I feel like it's gonna be obvious. He also looked like. I wish I had my little cousin picture because he looked like him.
What's a bald nigga? Tyrese.
Oh, he looked the same since forever,
Bro.
So y'all both got that one. And then this last one is this gonna be obvious too.
Okay.
Taraji.
Yeah, Taraji.
Yep. So y'all got them right. The only one y'all got wrong was Snoop Dogg.
Sorry, Snoop Dogg.
Sorry, Snoop
Yes,
Dogg.
I still want to
yes,
smoke
yes,
with you, gang.
yes,
Like,
yes.
if you ever see
He
this,
has some good hair.
I want to.
Who, Snoop Dogg? He always had good hair. I don't know, especially
I
when he
love
was sitting on the
his hair.
couch. He had that curl silk press. Okay, he was
I
sitting
just
up
told
there.
my mama that him and Andre 3000
You
had
can't
the
tell
best
him
silk
shit.
presses to me. Like, it was no females that was eating the silk presses up other than Snoop Dogg or Andre 3000.
I like him. He was sitting his shit. He had his rap on. He went in the he said, threw his stuff out. I said, look at the curls and shit. Check him out.
All right, so since we guessed that, baby, I got a game too. All right, so this game is gonna be who would you want as your baby daddy or your baby mama.
Uh-oh.
So for this game, we're gonna name 4 males and we're gonna name 4 female, and we're gonna say who we would rather have as our baby mama and our baby daddy. But you can only pick one out of this group. Okay? So for the males, we have Jody, Melvin, Sweet Pea, and Rodney. Who would y'all have?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to go with Melvin because I like a little refined thug. I like somebody that got a little street up in them. You know what I'm saying? It's like if something go down, you know, you could probably call Melvin and he gonna come and handle that. Also, I just know that I had that experience of the. Okay, so I don't mind. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Melvin. That's mine. Who you picking?
Oh no, it's because I like Melvin too. I would not pick Jody.
Absolutely not.
And wouldn't pick Rodney. I ain't gonna lie, Rodney scared me a little bit. The think you can get out of jail and just bring a whole bunch of niggas to my house and think that that's okay, and I'm just supposed to sit in my room, absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Then you got Melvin. I mess with Melvin, but like, if y'all remember, okay, so first of all, Baby Boy was long as fuck. I don't remember it being as long as it was, and BET definitely cuts it down, so it was some parts that I missed. I didn't know that Melvin, when he said he pulled up on his son at the high school, and that the son was like, I ain't got no words from him because he used to beat on my mama. And it's like, damn, like, it took Melvin to get to that point, because I think that Melvin saw himself, or saw Jody in himself, or himself and Jody, however you're supposed to say that. And it's like, do I want to deal with that to get to that? Or do I just want to go somewhere else? Like, is that...
It sucks, but to be honest, all of them hit on their women. All of them. Like, all of them were rough. Sweet Pea was talking to her, you know, the mama all crazy. And he said, do I need to come in there and smack one of y'all? Like, for y'all to get it? Like, that's how they all are. And it's like...
everybody was getting beat on.
And I'm not going to lie. I mean, that's common in a lot of relationships. Like, especially when we look at, like, our auntie and uncle type of generation. Nana and them was getting their ass whooped a little bit, you know, and they just stayed.
Yeah,
I don't know, but back in the day, they was slapping, they was jocking the bitches,
my
slapping the
hoes.
My nana was doing the whooping. My nana was whooping ass.
Whooping ass, okay?
He used to call her ass whooping Nana, okay?
But Kayla, what about you? Who would your baby daddy be?
Wait, I didn't pick mine.
Oh. What the fuck were you doing?
Because I was saying like how I didn't know what I would do, because it's like with Melvin, it's like, do I want to deal with that? Like, yeah, I don't. To be honest, can I pick like none?
Nope. You got 1 through 4.
Do I have to?
Who
pick
is your
one?
baby daddy? Because it's giving Rodney.
It's not giving Rodney.
It's giving Rodney.
Fuck! I just said that nigga scares me. You gonna rape me in front of my son? Like, he didn't care. Like, no, that's a no.
He said, "Fuck your fort."
Fuck your fort. Basically.
I'ma say Sweet Pea, because he gave his life to Christ at the end. What about you? If we talking about goodness, like, sex is good and all, but I'm trying to get to what he say? I'm trying to get to heaven at the end of the day. I'm trying to make sure Jesus open up them gates for me.
No, for real. I would have to go with Sweet Pea too, only because he just seemed like the safest option out of all of them. And I damn sure don't want no Jody. I don't want a Melvin. I damn for sure don't want no Rodney.
I feel like
Sweet Pea was same as
cool,
Jody. He had no job. He was living with them.
He was
trying to figure it out just like Jody. He was just a little more faithful than Jody. I mean, a little older, probably giving him advice.
But I feel like Sweet Pea was
Jody.
still trying to figure it out. Like,
single.
given the situation, like he got out of jail, and you got to look at it back then, or even now, it's hard for black men to get jobs once they get out of jail.
Especially
so
once they get
I think
out
that
of
he
jail.
was trying to figure it out. Like, all you've been doing is what he said. All he know how to do is be in the streets and like killing niggas.
But
so
he was
it's
still
like
disrespectful to his girlfriend and her mama.
he ain't call them bitches.
Unstable creatures.
Unstable creatures. He was trying to catch himself. I feel like Sweet Pea was trying to change, and I think that's why, like, when Melvin was talking to them in the room, Jody got upset by what he was saying, but Sweet Pea was like,
she was kind of said,
hey, like, this nigga like saying
yeah.
some shit. So I feel like he was in the point of like transitioning his life, like trying to be like, nigga, like, this is not for me. But it's like, also, where do I start?
Right.
So it's like, you went and got baptized, so that's good. But I don't feel like Sweet Pea was as bad.
And again, thinking about it, they were young. Like, they're like 20, 21.
Yeah,
like,
and he don't got no kids.
He don't got no kids. Yeah, Sweet Pea don't got no kids. Like, that's another thing.
Melvin got kids. Rodney don't got kids. But again, we don't want Rodney.
We don't want Rodney.
Jody got kids. Melvin got
How many
kids.
of them niggas was?
Oh my goodness.
And then even that scene in the hallway where he was just like, I don't know if he was just fucking with Jody or what, but he came in the hallway, he was listening to music. He was
dancing in
What
front
you
of
know
that
about
man
this shit,
room.
little nigga?
Hey.
Like, get out the hallway.
And
Leave
she
me
was
alone.
loving that man. Oh my
She was.
gosh.
Now that we did the baby daddies, who would y'all have as y'all baby mama? So we got Juanita, that's Jody's mom. We have Yvette, that's Jody baby mama. We got Peanut, that's Jody other baby mama. And then we got Kim, that is Sweet Pea's girlfriend.
I'm going Peanut. You know, I don't know. I just fucked with her. She was a vibe. I think.
Peanut?
Yes. I mean, what did she do? I mean, she was getting sex from him. It wasn't like she didn't have to deal with the shit Yvette was dealing with. Like, I'll deal with Peanut. She was chill. Like, she wasn't no, like, nagging. Like, they never show her nagging or nothing. Like, seemed like she had her own money, own house. Like, Peanut was cool. I'll take her as a baby mama.
She definitely is the Erica Dixon of Scrappy, you know. She's definitely the Erica Dixon.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
chilling.
she's also like super messy because it's like you still messing with this man knowing that he over.
But it's like he.
But okay, don't do Erica because Erica don't mess with him when he was with other people. You can make that face.
Yeah,
don't do Erica. We gonna
But
put
we love you, girl. We love you, Erica.
Erica name.
We love you, Erica.
But also, I don't know. I just felt like he was doing that to Yvette knew, and she knew. They both knew each other. He was sleeping with both of them, so he was just bouncing between the baby mamas. They both knew that. She knew when he wasn't there, he was at Peanut, and Peanut knew the opposite. I mean, the same thing. So, but I think as me, like as a guy, I would want to deal with a Peanut.
Yeah, because
she wasn't extra. She was chill. She was damn near like a homie. Like she ain't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's other nigga. She said, when I call you. And I want some dick, that's when I call you, and you can find a way to get over here.
That's no fun for you.
But I'm just saying, she was out the way. Like, she wasn't filled with drama.
She wasn't trying to be in that shit, yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't do Yvette. I would do... I don't know. I like Juanita. I feel like Juanita had 2 kids. Like, I think they had the same daddy. So she had the same baby daddy throughout it. I feel like she was loyal and stayed, true to her shit. Like, she might have lived with her mama too because they were still living in that house. But other than that, she was cool. Like, and just as Jody's mom, it's like she learned. She was a young mom. Yeah. She was one of them young moms. So I feel like she's still, in a way, she didn't want nothing but peace. It's like, look, I just want to grow my garden and that's be it. So I feel like that. I feel like Kim was cool too, but she ain't really have no backbone. So I feel like that's why Sweet Pea like ran over her. Like he was just like whatever he said. Okay, mama, just leave him alone because and it's like
ain't
no
way you finna sit and talk to my mama. You nigga, please.
Yeah, Juanita was putting niggas in their place. So I feel like I would, if for a baby mama, I would want that. Like tell me, be real with me, say straight up to me, like whatever. Like I like the support of Kim, but at the same time, I feel like just Juanita was just that. She was just 100%. What about you?
So I'm not gonna lie, I would go with Yvette, and the only reason why I say I would go with Yvette is because a lot of the stuff that Yvette was going through, she was only going through it because of Jody. So it's like if if Yvette was my baby mama, she couldn't go through none of that stuff because I just personally, if I were a man, I would not put her through that. I'm not finna be cheating on you. I'm not finna be going through all of that shit. But again, that's me speaking as, a woman. She didn't have no problems like with anything that was going on. She wanted Jody to be consistent, to stop lying to her, to go through with his promises. She wanted the shit that Jody was supposed to do as a man. And because that nigga was a baby boy, he kept acting like a little boy, and she had to keep trying to boss him up as a man, and after a while she got tired. So yeah, it's gonna look like she nagging him or she just looking for shit to argue about, but no, like Yvette was a down ass bitch, and it was just wrong time.
I do believe that Jody was the majority of the problem, but also I don't like communicating like that. You could just talk to me. All that screaming and I'm a fan of another man and screaming loud as hell. Like, he finna leave. He obviously trying to leave because he not trying to argue with you. You gonna chase this nigga down the stairs because you don't want him to leave. Just say, I don't want you to leave. Like, no, let's continue this conversation. That was too much.
For that little slap to get. She was doing too much.
I wouldn't have slapped her.
She was doing a lot. I wouldn't have slapped either, but
she shouldn't have slapped him.
She was just doing a lot. Like, I get it, you upset, but that's the part where it's like, with women, I don't understand. Like, leave. Like, he was showing too many signs. Like, leave. Goddamn. Like,
when you love,
can't love that hard. I'm sorry. Ain't no dick in the world that good. I mean, she was really ignoring a lot of signs.
But have you been in love?
No, but that don't mean but I also know what I wouldn't put up with. There are different levels. It's not just love. Everybody has what they will put up and what they want.
But you say that until you actually get in love. You do some dumbass shit when you're in love.
Still, because there are just things I won't put up with. I'm not saying I can never be dumb. Yeah. I won't be dumb to a certain degree. You know he's cheating on you. You know he's going to sleep with other people. I don't give a damn how much I love you. I am not finna know you going around sleeping with other people and still be with you. I know that for a fact. That's just not what I'm finna do. Everybody has certain things. Now, I agree, when you're in love, yes, it's gonna be some things you're blind to, things that you won't typically put up with, but it be sometimes that it be like, they choose to put up blinders because you want it to work so bad, so you choose to put blinders up to things that you know are wrong. So you put yourself in those situations. She should have been left his ass. This nigga ain't had no job, no car. He lived with his mama house. He wouldn't move in. It ain't like she wouldn't let him. He wouldn't move in because he wanted to stay with his mama house. He hung out, rode his fucking bike with 12-year-olds. That was his crew. Like, it was like, you coming from a Rodney to him, you definitely got like from a real ass nigga to like a bitch nigga. Even though Rodney was bad, he had money fresh out soon as he got out of jail.
But you gotta think of it. Maybe Rodney, like I said, Rodney was a rough ass nigga. Maybe he was just a lot, and this was something that was different. So it, like, compared to what he was doing, compared to what Jody was doing, Jody wasn't doing that much.
He wasn't abusive either.
Exactly. So it's like, not to say that I agree with any of the stuff that,
she put up
Yvette put up with, because I don't agree with that shit either. Like, I do believe in seeing the signs and, like you said, moving on that. But at the same time, like, once you already in and you got a kid, it's easy to say from our standpoint, like, oh, I'm not gonna put up with that. But once you in love, you do some dumb ass shit. You stay in it because you actually love that person. That's what his mama was saying. She was like, you just in love, Yvette. Like, that's all it is. Because she was saying, like, why the fuck can I leave? Like, she wanted to, but she just, it's something in her just couldn't do it. So I ain't doing Yvette because, again, like, you're not gonna keep yelling at me.
Right.
You can communicate, but at the same time, I understood, why she did what she did,
pushing her.
Yeah. And she said it too. She was like, I'm only like this because you did this to me, Jody.
Jody, my Jody.
Jody, my Jody. He's just a mama's boy.
He'd be like, come on, Jody Joe.
So with all those people that we just named, all of those characters that we have listed above, who would y'all recast as, like, if we did a modern age, baby boy, who would y'all recast?
Okay, let's start off with Jody.
Go ahead. Oh, I said Lakeith Stanfield.
As Jody?
As Jody, yeah. Okay. It could happen. I definitely think it could happen. Lakeith Stanfield is a talented actor, but not only was Jody kind of portrayed as fine, well, everybody thought Tyrese was fine anyway, like back in the day. Tyrese was fine. So I think Lakeith Stanfield is fine. I just think that he could do it. But with him, also with his range and how he acts, I do think that he could give us like a modern day take on a Jody. Like like if it's a modern day baby boy, he could definitely give us like our version of what Jody would have been. A broke nigga, no job, like. Shit, we could have got the nigga from Insecure, Lawrence, to do it. Because Lawrence...
Don't do Lawrence. Lawrence got a job by the end of that season.
Yeah, after he got up off his ass, because... Never mind, that's a whole different show.
That's a whole different show. But anyway, who would you do as Jody?
I put Tyreek, because can't nobody raise that nigga. So I definitely think he could be a Jody.
Who? Tyreek who?
From Ghost.
Michael?
Yes.
Michael Rainey Jr.
Michael
You a black
Rainey
You talking about Tyreek?
I know, I call him their man. I character name. I did that on purpose.
Dang.
But I think can't nobody raise that little nigga, and I think Michael as Jody would be hilarious, and I think it would fit.
That would fit. That would be
100%
irritating,
fit.
like so bad, actually.
That would have made it. I don't know. It would have been better. I liked it.
Okay,
Khamari.
I think RJ Seiler. Y'all gotta look him up so y'all know who I'm talking about. He was in the Halle Bailey video.
Oh, I know you're talking
about.
His
rap
shit. I feel like he would be a really good Jody because he has like the comedic style about him, but he also has like, if you've seen rap shit, he got like a little bit of like a hood nigga to him. So I feel like he can play that and still
he can definitely do both.
Both. Like he can give us the serious part because although like I feel like Michael Rainey Jr. like but like when it's time to like get the serious part, like with the, you know, like when Jody was feeling like, oh, I'm finna die, like all this other shit, like I feel like RJ Seiler could definitely play that. Because we've definitely seen him be emotional in different movies. We've definitely seen him, you know, with the hood aspect. So I feel like he would be able to bring that modern version, like today's version, like you said about Lakeith to Baby Boy. So I wouldn't mind him. What about Yvette?
I said Keke Palmer.
Yes.
Dang.
Oh my God.
Keke too.
You did. I said Keke Palmer as Yvette. I definitely think she would have ate that role down. I think she would have killed that role.
Or what's her name? What she say she wants to start calling her Samantha? What's that girl name? Sandra? Sarah?
Keke Palmer real name?
Yeah.
Lauren.
All these Kayla, so I'm gonna just go down the white spectrum. I'm gonna get there.
Lauren, that's her name. Her name is Lauren.
As Yvette.
Lauren Palmer.
Yeah.
So we all said Keke. Okay, yes, that
I think
would
Keke would be good too.
Hilarious.
What y'all say about Melvin?
Give me sorry, Ice Cube.
I
think he would have been good.
Fox.
Ice Cube would have played that role. I mean, anytime. I don't know. I just think he literally is. Like he is in real life, he's like a refined thug. I think he.
But can we really see Ice Cube?
No,
Even if he didn't do that, he didn't have to do that. I think he just could have played that role. I think he could have played that whole role. Like, you know, I used to do, like, you don't know, like, even if it tied into like Boys in the Hood being his younger life, like, he definitely could have played that role.
I feel like he has the roughness, but I don't.
Not the sex
appeal.
appeal.
I don't feel like he has the sex appeal, and I don't feel like he has the comedic.
Well, let's be real, because Mr. Holiday Heart ain't had a sex appeal either.
I'm
His
about to
character
say,
did, okay? Because
Holiday Heart.
that is definitely Holiday Heart. Yes, that's Melvin.
The one
I forgot about that.
Yes, so Lil Holiday had a sex appeal either because I kept looking at it like that's Holiday. So I ain't really looking. But I'm just character.
I have not seen that in so long. I think for Melvin, I said Charles Malik Whitfield, and that's the dude from The Temptations. He played Otis. I could see him, and I could see William.
Really?
I could see him playing a Melvin, but he for me lacks a little bit of the hoodness to me. But I feel like he can really grasp it. I feel like the movies that he's played, he really hasn't gotten a chance to really test that, but you can kind of see that in The Game. When he played that music producer in The Game, that's what sold it for me. Because he had like a little rudeness to him, like that I feel like could play into a Melvin.
Pookie from Richmond?
Yeah, no, that was Pookie, but he wasn't Pookie, but the one that was from the fight him,
yeah.
And then I said William Catlett.
I'm not familiar with his work like that.
So he was in the movie with Tiana Taylor, and he was also in what's that black TV show with the guy from Black Lightning. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He was in Black Lightning. He has a range too. I feel like he can give us the emotional, like crazy, like whatever.
Honestly, shit, we need to think about Omar. Probably would have been good too.
Omar Epps
He
could have
probably
been good. And then I said 50 Cent because I feel like 50 has the sex appeal to an extent.
Yeah.
50 has the hood, and 50 troll all damn day.
Like a Ninja
So I
Turtle
feel
movie.
like chill, because I ain't trying to have 50 come in this video telling you what you look like.
He be having time.
I'm not defending you against 50.
He be having time. So 50, I don't want none of that.
I don't want no problem. I love you.
50, I don't want none of that smoking shit. I really don't want none of that shit with you.
That man got shot how many times? He has time. I don't need. But yeah, I feel like 50 has like that range to be able to play that character. We seen him as Kane in Power.
Yeah.
And then we seen him. I think he whatever that role that he had to lose all that weight for. I didn't see that movie,
That
but
scared
it
the
just
shit
seemed,
out of me as a kid.
Yeah,
It was so creepy looking.
It was, and I didn't know
Yeah.
that was him. I thought somebody was playing, and they was like, "No, that was really
all
50
that weight
Cent.
for that to not get not one nomination. Not one. I'm sorry.
50, we sorry.
He was dedicated. Okay.
He was. We love the commitment. But anyway, yeah, that's what I would put for Melvin.
I did do Sweet Pea, and I think Da Vinci would eat Sweet Pea character up.
I said Brian Tyree Henry. It was really hard to find Sweet Pea because it's like Sweet Pea can either be,
because he needs to be somebody that's attractive, because I think his character was supposed to be like an attractive kind of thug.
yeah.
It just
I said Zach Fox. I think Zach Fox could be a good Peanut. Now think about it. About
Okay.
Sweet Pea. Because think about it. Zach Fox already is like funny as a
Yeah.
I
person.
can see Zach
so
Fox
I
being
think
Sweet Pea. I
that
can. He's kind of like,
appearance
yeah,
wise,
I can see that.
he also looks like him a little bit, but
It's
he's
just the
funny,
roughness to
but
me.
I think
I don't
that,
feel
but
like
I
he
think
has the
that he has
roughness.
that. I think that he has that range. We just have not seen it because everything that we have seen him
It's
in,
been
he's been
junky
so goofy, and they allow
Yeah.
him to be himself. But I think if he really pushed himself to do something like that, he could do a whole 180, and we would be like, what the fuck?
I would like to see that.
I would be curious because he would have to bring that thugness out. I don't see that. I see the funniness, but Sweet Pea was supposed to kind of somewhat be funny. Rodney, who did y'all put? I put Tyga. I think Tyga could have been a good Rodney.
Really?
He's
That's
from
an
the West
interesting
Coast.
choice.
I think he could have definitely played that.
Rodney scares me, and Tyga does not.
Tyga does not scare me.
Rodney did not scare me.
I would be afraid
I
to
don't
put
know why
my
y'all-
15-year-old sister in the
Rodney-
room with Tyga. That's the last thing.
The scariest
I would be
thing we knew
afraid
about
of.
Rodney is that he was in jail. We knew nothing about him scary.
That
because
nigga wasn't rough.
Because he shot him. I mean, he wasn't.
That nigga got in the car and
I would have
decided
been
to
more
just pull
scared
up
of
on
Sweet
somebody
Pea
and
than I
kill
would
him.
have been. Sweet Pea to me was more with the shit. Or Melvin was more scary than fucking Rodney.
Nah, Rodney.
I don't know. Rodney had a like, I'm not trying to fuck with him. I
For
wouldn't
Ro-
put that. I put YG or Joey Badass.
I put Kofi Cerebro. I think that's how you say his name. Cerebro.
I can see YG. I can't see.
Hey, look, I'll look him up.
But you gotta watch the show that 50 got on Stars with Joey Badass in it. Damn, what is that show? Raising Kanan. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Joey Badass on Raising Kanan, I feel like, granted, like, yeah, it was in a different time period and where they play it, but at the same time, I feel like Joey Badass could definitely play a Rodney. What about Juanita?
I said Wendy Raquel.
Yeah,
like
I
Wendy.
said Wendy Raquel too. Were you looking at my notes?
How the fuck I'm gonna look
I don't
at a
know, but
document
this
that
is
you typed on
definitely-
your own?
Because it's real odd that you said Wendy, but I said Wendy Raquel too, because I think she would have ate that role.
Okay, well, I got somebody
You just
different.
wanted to be so big.
I like Tiana Taylor because remember, Juanita was a young mama. So I feel like Tiana can play that role, especially with that role that she just played recently. And I also like Regina King. I feel like Regina King is like a cool ass mama that you can be
Regina,
around.
yeah, not
Definitely
Tiana,
And-
but I can see Regina.
You go
I
to
was-
Rihanna?
Not Tiana, no, I can see her.
I can-
To me,
I'm
she's not.
talking about
She's not old enough. At that, she's just not old enough. Even though Kailah was a young mom, she still had that older to her. I
Yeah.
can't see the older.
That's why I
part with
went
her.
my route because I put all my characters together. So to be RJ Seiler's mom, I feel like that could work.
But not to date Keke Palmer and then Tiana be right above Keke. They're like the same age.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's literally like a 3-year difference, maybe 2 or 3 year difference.
Okay. Well, I could see Tiana as Yvette too, but I like Regina as Juanita. So y'all let us know in the comment section who y'all want to recast, because we want to hear what y'all have to say and see who y'all would recast as the characters in this movie. But yeah, so now that we've seen the movie, do we feel like this movie is still relatable to this day?
Absolutely. And it don't have nothing to do with the storyline for real, like, you know, a woman dating a man that don't got a lot going on and all that stuff. It don't have nothing to do with the storyline. It honestly, and this is just my opinion from my personal experience, a lot of the boys out here today are acting exactly like Jody. The only difference is they actually do have a job, and they do sometimes have their car, and they have a place. They just have the same mentality as Jody. And there are women out there like Yvette that tolerate the Jodys, like, still to this day in this age that we know. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have a couple of friends that are going through some of the stuff that she was going through in that movie, like, that we actually know or are close to. So it's still very relatable.
I would say 100% it's relatable to now, just in general with young couples, because typically the man is still trying to get himself together. He's still trying to find work. He's not as mature as the woman. He's juggling between different women, whether he's cheating or not, or whether he's whatever he's doing, whether he got kids or don't got kids. He just don't have his shit together at the 20-year-old age. I think a woman at that age already is mature. It's realistic that she already got an apartment or got her Section 8, whatever. She got her own place. She got a car. Like, typically,
You did say Section 8.
hell, is that not true? Like,
No, but it's
they
real.
do, but it's like, I think that just currently is still going on, where she has her stuff together. It's always a woman that can get her shit together that gets a man that just can't get his shit together, and then she never end up knowing her worth. And even if she do know her worth, it's also weird because the movie kind of teaches you, like, once again, kind of like with the Why Did I Get Married, it's like you have to go through so much shit in a relationship to find your forever, because it did end up working out for them. But it's just like, damn, it'd be like so much shit you have to go through. But I guess that's why they say it's life. But I definitely can see how it can relate, and he needs to take accountability and really just see, because he just was a baby boy. And even with his mom, it's like, one of my favorite lines, mama gotta have a life too, because it's like, nigga, you can't live through your mom, or you can't, you know, try to dictate what she does in her house. And it's like she told him, okay, if I was Yvette, would you want a man to treat me the way you treat her?
Right.
And then he was sitting there looking in awe, and it's like, that's a thing too. It's like,
you need to take a minute to look back at what you're doing, my nigga.
yeah,
Like,
you're
you can't
so
just
busy
keep living
judging
your life
so
like that.
I definitely think it's current.
I think it's still happening today. To quote Dr. Umar, well, I'm not going to quote him because I might not be quite right, but he said that, you know, when men, to paraphrase, that basically when men leave out of like the family lifestyle, they're left to be raised by their mothers, and that makes them a baby boy. So it's like, now she has to play mama and daddy, and now that young man doesn't have somebody to look up to be able to know how to be a man. Yeah, but I just think that, like, that part is unfortunate, because it's like, now the mom is supposed to raise the kid, and half the time, really, what I'm experiencing as I'm getting older is that parents don't know what the fuck they doing, especially when you have a child for the first time. You may have, you know, family members to help you, but it's like some people want to, you know, learn how to parent on their own, or their grandparents are like, nah, we ain't watching them kids, or whatever. But that's still you have to be with your kid 100% of the time. So I feel like that's where the like constraint for Jody, was that he was already in that environment. I feel like if he did get put out, then maybe that would have helped him grow up a bit. But again, like when it comes to those men who are in those situations, then they do treat the woman like they said in the beginning of the movie. They called their women mama. Nah, don't call me mama, because I don't like that.
What do you want to be called?
I don't know, my old lady, like my woman, whatever. Don't call me mama. I ain't your mama.
Oh, you mean like his girl?
Yeah, they said in the beginning of the video, they was like, you know, the man, whatever. I can't remember the whole part, but I feel like that's the unfortunate part with that, because then it's just like a never-ending cycle. Like, he get in a relationship, he not really there in the son life. The son is watching you now do that, and now he's becoming that. He's with his mom all the time, so now he's the next baby boy. So it's like, that is unfortunate. I don't like the toxicity in relationships. I don't feel like we need to be putting our hands on each other. You can just communicate. That has not stopped. That has honestly increasingly got worse, and now women are fighting back. I commend that, but it's like, also, let's not get it to that point, especially when kids are involved. Y'all should have a different decorum to where y'all can, respectfully talk to each other and handle situations. And then again, if it's just not fulfilling you, or it's not good enough for you, then just leave that person alone, because Jody should have just left her alone. If he knew he was gonna go out and be with other women, and that's the main concern that she's telling you that's getting on her nerves, and you not doing nothing, and you talking about some, I still love you, but I freaking other women, like, then go do that. Like, leave me alone. Like, stop dragging people just because you want your cake and to eat it too. Like, that's selfish. Like,
and it's crazy because it really do be like that. It be these niggas with no jobs, no money, no car, and they be just fucking all these hoes, and these hoes be warning them. Like, what your little boy now? What your woman tell you what to do?
For real. Like,
you know you want this.
They said that no job dick is crazy, so
and you mean
maybe
to tell me you don't want to hit this? You don't want to hit this? You don't want to hit this? I get dick anytime I want.
Ooh.
I get dick anytime. Get dick. Yeah, she was funny as hell. Funny.
But yeah, so now knowing all of this, what do you rate the movie out of 5 stars?
What are we rating this on exactly?
I'm
Are we rating this on?
We just rating it all together.
I'm gonna go a good 4 stars. I think it was a good movie. I think it had lessons. I don't think it was a 5-star, but definitely a good 4-star movie. I think it had its lessons. I think it served its purpose. I think it can still be watched, and like we just said, related to today. So I would say 4 stars.
I would give the movie 3.5.
I think I would do. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's not one of my favorite movies. I just don't enjoy watching that movie very often. I turn it on for background noise.
So I'm not gonna lie, background noise is crazy.
I do.
I think the message of the movie was very good, because it's unfortunate that nothing has changed.
Right.
But that's what I think Melvin was trying to say. It's like, y'all none niggas, y'all think y'all know everything. It's the same shit. You got to be willing to, get out that cycle. So it's like, I would give it a 4 out of 5, because quite frankly, I didn't watch the BET version. If I had watched the BET version, I think they clipped those parts on purpose, because the movie was long as fuck. And
It was.
to keep seeing somebody act like a kid the whole damn time and just not get it, it was like, okay, I'm tired of seeing this. Like, there was the turnaround was like 30 seconds when he got his shit together at the end. And it's like, I don't want to see it at the end. Like, that was like 30
an hour
seconds.
and 50 minutes of no accountability,
Right.
and then like 10 minutes of accountability.
It was like, oh, like, you had to get all the way to that. Like, I wish it was more of a...
I could have just fast forwarded.
I wish it was more of a, like...
He had to get his ass
climax.
whooped. He had to get shot at just for him to be like, okay, I need to calm down.
Yeah. His bitch took.
Yeah.
And then get her back.
Somebody else standing in your bitch house. Like, why did it take that long, Jody?
She said, you act like you don't care. You don't know what I've been through.
No, when she got in that car, she said, he don't love me no more.
That was one of my favorite parts too. I be doing that when I'm so irritated. If y'all don't listen to me, I'll start doing that.
And I'm gonna close the door.
I was still doing what the fuck I wanted to do in the beginning.
Fuck y'all.
The fuck?
All right, so funny enough, I wanted to say this too. I didn't know that Baby Boy wasn't a comedy. I thought it was a comedy, and it's
not
a drama. Yeah, we as black people are just funny as hell. We just laugh at every damn thing.
Yeah, because it's like laughing at your pain or laughing at what you can relate to. And then it's like, sometimes when you can see shit, it's just like, damn, like, that's crazy. Like, I'm sure it's some niggas that watched that felt some type of way. Or it's some women that watched that felt some type of way. But it's also funny as hell, too.
So, is this movie Honest Opinion approved?
No.
Yes.
I'm gonna go yes. So boom, it is. Baby Boy is a classic.
So boom.
Boom.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, that's me.
Yep, that's me. No,
I don't like this.
I feel like it's a hood classic.
I haven't
It's
liked
like
this movie.
it's a John Singleton movie. We love John Singleton. Rest in peace.
John Singleton. But just not this.
But would I keep watching this over and over again? I'm not gonna lie. I really feel like BET ruined it for us, because if they didn't play it so much, I think we would be more excited to see it.
That's the only time I have seen it the past 10 years.
I'm about to say, I have never gotten up to turn Baby Boy on.
This is my first time going and like finding it on a platform and watching it. I've never done that. Maybe even on DVD, but I have never just watched.
I've never picked it up on DVD either. It's always because we always knew it was on BET. So
right,
it was
you
like,
knew to click and it was going to be on BET.
I'm like,
but you are
I miss Baby Boy, and it come right back on.
Definitely didn't know it was a 2-hour movie, but it didn't feel 2 hours though. I don't know. When I watched it, I enjoyed it. I didn't have an issue.
I felt every 120 minutes of it.
I enjoyed it.
I just really do not like this movie.
But yes, definitely Honest Opinion approved.
Okay, Honest Opinion approved. Well, thank you guys for watching another episode of Southside Watchers. Make sure that you all give us your honest opinions about all the categories and the games that we played. Yeah, so we want y'all to give y'all opinion about the movie, and if y'all would watch it again, and if it's Honest Opinion approved for you. Make sure that y'all subscribe, and follow us on all our social media platforms. But until then, we'll see you next time. Bye.